I'll ask you now, and I hope the Bureau has some answers naman about these other issues, no? There are supposedly three Pogo bosses who were supposed to have been deported to China. Ang mga pangalan nila ay Liu Xun, Kong Xiangrui, and Wang Xiangle. I'm almost sure alam niyo itong mga pangalan na ito. Sila po ay unang deportees after the raid of Riran's company where 4,500 Chinese Pogo workers were rounded up. Tanong ko po sa inyo, hindi lang kay Chief Manahan, pati kay Attorney Santos or Acting Chief Wei, tanong ko po sa inyo, ang sinakyan ba nila ay direct flight o transit flight lang? And may we see a copy of the implementation order of their deportation? Si Attorney Santos.
We will secure the copy, ma'am, and check on these names. But we would also like to reiterate the press release of Commissioner Viado regarding the transit flights. So our commissioner reiterated the requirements for deportation, which is the passport, the ticket, and the NBI clearance. For coordination with our partner agencies, we do that with regard to fugitives once they are declared as fugitives by their governments. So in this case, ma'am, we will retrieve the documents and update the committee.
No, that was the first. Those three were the first deportees after the raid on reruns, where not tens, not hundreds, but thousands of Chinese Pogo workers were rounded up. And those three bosses, Pogo bosses, were supposed to be deported to China. I think during this hearing, you can provide us a copy of the deportation order. Imposibleng wala yon. And very importantly, direct flight ba ang binook sa kanila o transit flight lamang yung sinakyan nila? Yes, Chief Manahan.
Madam Chair, if I can recall, yung meron pong first three na dineport. Part of the reruns na 438. Yung ticket po nila, as I can recall, is Air Asia bound for China. Meron po yatang layover.
Saan yung layover, Chief?
I can't recall, but it parang Hong Kong, Madam Chair.
Hong Kong. Itong tatlo, itong first three, ay itong sina Liu Xun, Kong Xiangrui at Wang Xiangle. Can you confirm that, Chief?
Yes, ma'am. I'll go back to my record, Madam Chair. Pero po yung tatlong ito na claim to be bosses, actually, ma'am, 438 foreign nationals, we never uh, uh, have any information na may boss or bosses doon. So kung
But if you confirm na itong tatlo, sina Liu, Kong at Wang, ang tatlong unang dineport, they are reportedly Chinese Pogo bosses. May at least initial information sa kanila na ganon.
yes, ma'am. Whoever the agency reported na yun po yung mga bosses, we don't have any idea. Actually, ma'am, we arrest only. We're not particular on any classification or categories of the ranks ng mga inaaresto ng
So please
Bureau of
send me
Immigration.
the implementation order on the deportation of those first three,
Yes,
lalo na kung ma-confirm natin na sina Liu, Kong at Wang.
yes, Madam Chair.
The three I named.
Madam Chair, can I share something?
Yes, please. The BI needs to share more
Right.
para maging kapaki-pakinabang itong hearing na ito. Yes, please
Yung-
proceed, Chief.
First is the ticket. The usual deportation po, we secure assistance from the embassy to provide tickets. Ito po yung mga challenges ng BI kung saan kukunin po yung mga tickets. Ngayon there's a clamor to deport yung mga nahuhuli the soonest at the fastest time. So ang ginawa po ng BI, um, nag, nag-initiate po sila ng dialogue with the PDLs kung sino po yung pwedeng magbigay or mag-shoulder or mag-purchase ng kanilang mga tickets. So, January 8 po nangyari ito, matter of 2 weeks. Ito na po yung pinaka-fastest deportation na nangyari sa history ng BI, 2 weeks. At ang unang nagpa-deport is yung tatlo po yun na yun na kiniklaim to be boss or bosses.
Siyempre, kung bosses sila, afford nila. Kasi kumita na sila ng malaki sa Pogo dito
Yes,
eh.
Madam Chair. Actually,
Pero yung mga PDLs pa ang tinanong kung pwedeng mag-shoulder ng tickets sila, hindi ba dapat may pondo ang BI para sa deportation na inuutos ng BI?
Madam Chair, sorry to say, wala po. Kaya po
Alright.
yung mga challenges po ng BI,
Mhm.
wala po silang allocated funds for the tickets ng mga deportees. Madam Chair, also, um, the reason po na dineport itong tatlo, um, wala naman po silang, ang Chinese embassy at that time, wala pong minanifest na itong tatlong ito is fugitive or merong criminal offense sa China. It's been 2 weeks and we've been coordinating this to the said embassy, pero no written letter or no holdings manifested from the Chinese embassy. So, ang inimplement po natin dito is the Philippine law na to remove them the soonest time possible sa country as directed by the president during the time of the SONA to ban and cease and desist all operations and to remove them.
And did those first three, lalo na kung sina Liu, Kong at Wang, actual ba silang nakarating sa China? Their destination supposedly upon deportation.
Um, Madam Chair, we don't have any information in it.
Why don't you have information? But why doesn't the Bureau have information? BI of the Republic of the Philippines orders deportation of 438 persons, including these three, who I think are the Chinese Pogo bosses I named. Dapat end-to-end para makumpleto yung deportation process. Bakit walang information kung nakarating sila aktual sa destination nila?
I can, if my chief legal can correct me, but my personal opinion to this is that our main objective is to simply remove them out of the country and implement the deportation.
No, sir, I think even pending receipt of the copy of the deportation order, malinaw na removed from the Philippines but arriving in some other country. And sir, and not just Chief Manahan, Attorney Santos, you may want to address my follow-up question. Paano kung sabihin ko sa inyo na hindi sila nakarating sa China at nawala na lang sa layover? You told me na destination nila was China but they were going to have a layover in Hong Kong. Paano kung sabihin ko sa inyo na I have confirmation na ni kaluluwa nila hindi na nakarating sa China? Hindi ba responsibility natin, as I was asking Chief Manahan, responsibility natin tiyakin na diretsyo pa uwi ang ating dinedeport? So what would you say to that information?
Yung responsibility na yan, Senator, is for, as far as the BI is concerned, ang protocol ho namin is once they are declared fugitive, we make sure that they are either escorted or alam ng kanilang embassy yung prior knowledge ng embassy yung pag-deport sa kanila. Pag hindi ho sila declared as fugitive, our duty is to ensure that they are boarded to their country. Ho. Yan ho yung hanggang dyan po yung Bureau of Immigration na that they are ensured that they are deported out. Sinakay sila ng airline. Yan
And
po yung
shouldn't they be boarded for their country on a direct flight? Lalo na given the nature of these deportations. Hindi lang siya, deportation alone seryoso na, pero deportation in connection with a ban on POGOs na napatunayan ang sasama ng epekto sa atin.
Yes, ma'am, as intimated by Chief Jun Manahan of our Intelligence Division, when we deported them, they have not been declared as fugitives by their country, by China. So when we deported them, it was a regular deportation.
Doesn't regular deportation mean direct flight without a layover?
Ma'am, as intimated by our commissioner, we accept what ticket is available.
So, but isn't it true also, attorney, that the Chinese embassy in the Philippines actually wrote to the BI to complain about the layover flights?
Wala ho, ma'am. Wala silang sinubmit regarding that.
I have information to the contrary. Sumulat ang Chinese embassy di umano sa bureau para ireklamo yung layover flights. And bakit? Napakakulang ba ng direct flights sa China para kailangang rely on layover flights? Lalo na conveniently for these first three na dineport na sa pagkaalam ko ay supposedly mga POGO bosses. Wala bang sapat na direct flights?
Ma'am, if I may reiterate, we accept what ticket was presented.
Presented by whom po?
That is, I will get back to you, ma'am, because it is our deportation unit that accepts the ticket.
Where is the deportation unit, sir? Wala ba sila ngayon?
Wala po, but we will check it, ma'am.
Hindi ba isa sa inyo ay in charge sa sa deportation unit.
Yes, ma'am. Under legal division.
So sa ilalim
Opo.
ninyo, Attorney Santos.
Yes, ma'am.
So during this hearing, I can't believe I have to ask all of these itty-bitty follow-up questions. Alam nyo naman po yung agenda ng hearing ngayon na that we were hoping to close it already. Kasi 4 na buwan na at least ang iniintay ng sagot sa mga tanong na ito. So can you, before this hearing adjourns, can you please inform the committee why we had to rely on transit flights for deportees who are related to the big POGO issue, including those first 3 na sa pagkaalam ko ay mga Chinese boss. Ang deportation unit ba sa ilalim ng legal division ang responsable sa ganyang arrangements?
Yes, ma'am.
So deportation, and sabi nyo nga po kanina, deportation ini-escort ng BI. So wala po bang kasama yung dinedeport dun sa unang grupong iyon ng 438? Kasi bakit malaya na lang silang nakapuslit?
Yes, ma'am. When we say
Yes.
escorted, only up to the boarding at the airline.
That's
Um,
not escorting.
Yun lang po talaga yung procedure ng deportation. No?
So, sinong magiging responsable to make sure they actually arrive at their destination, in this case, China, at hindi lang sila magdi-disappear into the crowd sa layover nila?
Pagka ho declared as fugitive, that's when we ensure. But in this case, they are not fugitives.
Well, ito po yung kailangan yung malaman sa lahat ng resource persons natin mula sa BI, no? They never arrived in China. I'm making that off record for the committee. Itong 3 na pinangalanan ko kanina, Liu, Kong, at saka Wang, who I think are the first 3 na binanggit ni Chief Manahan na dineport sa group, kasama ng grupo na 438, they never arrived in China. O dahil sa Pilipinas, nakapuslit sila. What a shame, no? I mean, dahil sa atin, against whom they committed the most crimes sa mga kababayan natin, nakapuslit sila. So a deportation gone wrong, no? A simple and regular operation of the bureau dapat hindi pa na-achieve ang objectives. Attorney Santos.
Ma'am, if I may please clarify. Deportation means that we ensure that they are boarded out of the country and they are blacklisted not to be able to return unless their blacklist is lifted by the commissioner. In this case, they are blacklisted. They were not declared as fugitives. So the BI ensured that they are boarded out of the country. Yan po yung duty ho ng BI, ma'am. Hindi ho sila dineclare as fugitive. Alam mo ng Chinese embassy that they were arrested and they were not declared as fugitive.
How convenient, no? Hindi sila na-declare na fugitive. And yet, I have that information also na actually nagreklamo ang Chinese embassy sa bureau tungkol in particular dun sa layover flights.
Ma'am, wala ho sinubmit sila regarding that.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Attorney, I have information to the contrary. So it's either the bureau or the embassy who is not telling the complete truth to the committee, unfortunately. So yes, Chief Manahan, before I
Madam Chair, as far as I can recall also, there's a letter sent by the Chinese embassy
Yes.
to the Bureau of Immigration.
Mm.
Pero it's an appeal, Madam Chair, to hold the deportation process for the Chinese nationals as much as we can. So they can charter the flight of the remaining 100 plus, Madam Chair, to China. Sa part naman po ng immigration, Madam Chair, ang sinabi po natin sa Chinese embassy at the time, we will continue deporting these foreign nationals as much as we can. Kasi po yun ang objective ng BI to fast track all the deportation process. In fact, Madam Chair, sa 438 na yun, more than half already deported ng BI. Yun po yung letter na alam ko po na pinadala ng Chinese Embassy appealing na kung pwede i-hold. Ang sabi naman po ng BI, we cannot hold the deportation. Walang makakahinto po ng deportation process ng BI kung kaya pong mag-remove on a daily basis as much as we can. Yun po yung naging reason po nung letter, Madam Chair.
Salamat para doon, Chief Manahan. But we still have to complete the picture and the communications dahil parang hindi pa rin nagbabangga between BI, which is part of our republic, and the Chinese embassy, which is of another government. Attorney Santos.
If I may also share regarding, I'm reviewing my communication with the Deputy Police Attaché of the Chinese Embassy. So we wrote them a letter saying that in the previous meeting of our deportation implementation unit head with them, I was not a part of that meeting, but we wrote them and said that in your previous meeting with the DIU deportation implementation unit head, uh, you said that there is no problem with connecting flights. So when we sent that, the reply of our deputy police attaché of the Chinese embassy, Mr. Ziping Dai, said, maybe there is some misunderstanding regarding transit flights. We will send a reply this week. That message was on February 18. Up to now, I have not seen any letter that he said he will send regarding that issue, ma'am. So maybe just put that also on record.
Well, in any case, attorney, if this is the current policy overall, no, regarding deportations, lalo na kaugnay ng POGO, which is arguably the hottest issue na hinarap ng gobyerno in the last year, then I'm telling you, maybe we need to revisit this policy, how it has been implemented so far. Kasi we are letting these rotten apples, no, like itong sina Liu Xun, Kong Xiangrui, at saka Wang Xiangle, just get away scot-free. Okay, and the reason na it's so disturbing is tiyak pa sa sikat ng araw na maghasik na lang ulit ng lagim ang mga yan. Eh baka nga nakabalik na sila or ang mga tulad nila dito sa Pilipinas. Matungkol pa rin sa tila napaka-porous natin ng mga borders, parang napakadaling takasan o pasukin